my name's Evelyn. I've been a resident in Saltaire for 53 years. I'm here to talk about the Boxing Day floods, which were horrific for the district. I've never known in my life floods as ever being down at Roberts Park and the boathouse and the cricket club, and everywhere the water was so deep, so high, and it all happened overnight. I learned about it first thing in the morning from local residents who were all lending a hand and going down to see if there was anything they could do. There was so much devastation with things floating about and fridges and bridges down, and it went on for miles, even towards Leeds, etc. It just was so unexpected because me as a person living there at the time, I didn't think there was so much rain overnight. It just seemed to all happen at once, and it cost thousands to put right. The boathouse, which was a beautiful restaurant, was just completely flooded out and gutted and was closed for really a long time. The cricket club, which is just past Roberts Park in the fields, was completely gutted, and that is run by the people of Saltaire and the club members, and so they were devastated really, because it was part of their social life. The statues of the llamas in the park were right up to the llamas' heads. They were covered. It did go down, after a few days, but the devastation was awful. Even further on, further towards Leeds, it flooded all the old army barracks, which has houses, a row of houses alongside it. They were all flooded out, and everywhere, just everywhere around the river was completely devastated. New modern flats in Riverside Court, the bottom flats, they all had to be evacuated, and I just don't think anybody was ready for anything like that. Never seen it before in all my life. I've never ever seen Roberts Park flooded, ever, and you couldn't see any grass, and it was just a river. So the first information that residents around got was through social media or pictures that people had taken, and relatives who lived further down near the river, and everybody in the community. And this is what Saltaire is like. It's a very close-knit community. Everybody knows and helps whenever there's any kind of disaster, and this really was a disaster for Saltaire. There has been so much money spent in the village, which wasn't really affected by the floods, but the actual visitors area that everybody likes to go was just completely ruined for quite a long time. The community all pulled together and tried to get rid of rubbish and fridges that were floating about and cars that were flooded out, and it's just, it was total. For somebody like me who is older, I just can't tell you what the experience must have been like for those people living near the river. It was just, their whole homes and livelihood was just ruined for quite a long time. Looking back on it, it happened so suddenly that nobody could do a thing about it. That's just nature. But looking back on it now, people are more prepared in case it ever happened again. But everybody rallied round and got rid of rubbish, and just, it's just a wonderful place to live. But now it's all been cleared, and the visitor attraction is back again, and the restaurant's open, the Half Moon Cafe in the park, they have bands playing, they have special events, they have llamas, real llamas come down, there's canal boat racing, there's Saltaire is a fabulous place to live when but the disaster just ruined it for a good year or so really. But now, and there's even 2 weeks in the year where it's Saltaire Festival, and there's thousands and thousands of people come to it. And I just feel proud that I live in Saltaire. It's such a nice, there's everything, there's art, there's history, and for all that to have been just ruined, a lot of it to have just been ruined overnight was a shock to everybody. But it's back again, it's back on its feet, and it's had a wonderful year this year with crowds of visitors on nice sunny summer's day, and it's all back, it's all been, the grass is growing again, everything is just reopened.